Ashanti Jefferson, and my title is Senior Analyst with Chicago Public Schools Office of Technology Services, e-learning. With the projects that we have here, we integrate technology into core curricular content. We help students get online in terms of online courses, and we support teachers throughout the district in terms of professional development.
So obviously you know about the city's plans for a wireless network. How did you hear about it?
I heard about it through my chief officer, and I know minimal information about what this project is, but from what I understand, this Wi-Fi project is supposed to provide wireless access throughout the city for different communities and individuals in their homes.
In general, where do you get your news?
Online and through the television, and in rare occasions I read the newspaper, but typically online is where I get most of my information.
Could you describe the internet for me?
I see the internet as being a resource of a network that connects individuals throughout our country and provides an opportunity for them to network via themselves communicating with one another, and they have the infrastructure in their homes to communicate.
How is technology integrated in your daily life?
Well, from the moment I get up, I have the Motorola Q, so I have emails popping to my phone daily, so I have email 24/7. I use a computer for every aspect of my professional life as well as my personal. Throughout the entire day, I have emails. I have to compose information through word processors, use the internet to conduct research and evaluate information for different projects that I'm a part of. And from a personal aspect, I just, I search, like I'm searching for a home. So I was searching for my home yesterday evening, looking for condos, and so, and then my personal email account. So there's a number of different ways that, it helps me to better manage my time, and it's an effective resource that's, that's that real-time component where I don't have to go to the store and pick up a newspaper, for example, and actually look for real estate in that capacity. I can just log on to, the different resources online, which makes my life a lot easier.
Is your use of technology different from other members of your family, and could you describe?
Absolutely. And the more ironic part, I should say, I have two sisters we're all in our 20s, and my youngest sister, which is the most ironic, she is asking me, I'm 4 years older than her, how to use PowerPoint. And it's amazing to see that she's gone through and had a 4-year education, and the basics in terms of the use of technology and the integration of technology into her professional and personal life was not a part of that core curriculum, and she was a journalism major. And my older sister has very similar issues in terms of just the integration with her 4-year college degree. She didn't receive that. Me, myself, I sought that out because that was, I have a degree in instructional technology, so that was my area of interest, and that was the type of courses that we received. And with my parents, my dad, there's a learning curve there because he himself, in his position, he has to use a PDA, which is a totally new concept for him, and he's at he's about 60 now, and my mom is about the same age, and so there's this learning curve, and they're always calling on me to provide them training and all these different resources to help them. How do I sort in Excel? How do I add color to a cell in an Excel spreadsheet? So it's those sorts of things. There's definitely a learning curve, and it's hard because they expect that I can, fix things, and I'm more on the soft side, soft skills, and not so much hardware skills. And so, there's an expectation that I know it all, when in fact, this is my level of expertise, and not so much where, that hardware fix this and, determine that. So.
Is there a website that you would really recommend, maybe a new one that you've happened upon?
Actually, it's curriculumwiki.org. It's a Wikipedia that is open source text, and it's very new. And basically, the concept is that teachers will collaborate and share, resources in terms of like lesson plans and concepts and best practices in an open source environment. And the ultimate goal, from what I understand from what I read on the site, is that students would ultimately have access to that, and in the confines of school, they'll be able to utilize and communicate, throughout the country. Ideally, if it spans that far, when it comes to the curriculum and the use of it in their classrooms.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.